The following is a transcript between Matías de Stefano, referred to as me, and his higher self, referred to as I am. Me, what is truth? I am. What do you believe is the truth? Me. Well, I think it comes from the Latin meaning verum, which means the exact thing, the concreteness and completeness of a matter. Therefore, everything that is exact or concrete is true. I am. And tell me, what is exact and concrete? Me. The experienced things, what we all, by common consensus and after having gone through the Cartesian experimentation process, agree that it is an irrefutable truth. I am. Like what things, for example? Me. Well, what I see, for example, is seen by everyone, therefore it exists. I am. And everyone sees them the same? Me. Not exactly. There are nuances and perspectives. I am. And those prospects are real? Me. No, that is, the object exists, but the perspectives are different. For example, a tree is there, we can see it, we can touch it. Me. Well, I see it and I touch it. I am. I don't deny it, of course, but think about it some more. Is the tree green? Me. Well, not exactly. Chlorophyll is green because it captures certain ranges of sunlight. I am. And so you see color by distortion of light, no? I do. I am. And depending on the ocular capacity of each one, the color will vary. Now, tell me the shape. Do you touch the tree? Me. Well, actually, what I feel is the magnetic friction between the electrons that are trying not to touch each other. Actually, I've never touched anything. I am. Exactly. Because on a microcosm scale, space is infinite, and particles never touch each other. They generate the appearance of contact, but they are only energy discharges. If I light the tree on fire, me, it is reduced to ashes. It doesn't weigh, it doesn't exist. I am. Its carbon particles volatilize at high temperature. They disperse. Did the tree exist, or will exist? Me. It was just an idea, a concept. I am. An echo of the truth. Me. An echo? I am. Everything that exists is an echo, a fractal. And the echo is a vibration that rises from its own intention and perceptions. The more echoes are generated, the more perspectives of the same thing. Nothing that exists is truth, then, because all truths are collective conventions built over billions of years before the capture of energy. The perception of light, the sensation of time, the movement in space, all this for billions of years generated a convention between the species of what is real. But every analyst, every experiment is based on one of those echoes, not on the truth. The scientific mind knows that nothing is true and therefore must base its life on constant doubt. Doubt is the only key to discover the truth, because the moment you claim to know the truth, you have schemized yourself and you have become dogmatic. Me. Science was born to question, but now it is science itself that is afraid of being questioned. I am. The character becomes what he fears. Faith is the confidence that there is something else. Science is the doubt about that something else. Both become dogmas when they are considered the same something else belongs to them. The same thing happens in politics, in art, in music, in spirituality, and social. Facts are mere perspectives. And therefore, you have to accept that you will never be right no matter how hard you try. Me. Then what is the use of seeking the truth? I am. Seeking the truth is knowing what you are capable of. It is to discover all your potentialities and secrets, what lies in the internal and external of the cosmos. It is accepting others, understanding their point of view, searching for the truth is trying to find a consensus of balance in which everyone can live their truths in harmony. Me. But there are many truths that hurt. For example, humanity is a single species, and there are different human races. But in turn, this provokes racism. Is racism then a viable option? I am. What is your fear of diversity? Isn't it strange that the human, in the incessant search for respect for diversity, at the same time seeks that everyone be equal in everyone's eyes? I mean, think. The concept of racism is the understanding that there are beings different from you, that in essence they are all the same, but they are different. Now, remember that the particles are all the same, and they try to cling to their atoms and molecules, trying not to collide with the others, making you feel the touch of your hand with the tree. That is, you are all the same. You are the same particles ordered in a different way. The error would be that the particles of your hand force those of the tree to disappear or to become a hand. The universe does not judge racism because there are different visions, but the universe seeks harmony between races because only in their harmonies and interactions does diversity grow. The main objective is the plurality of visions. You can't force someone not to be a racist, just as you can't force someone not to be a humanist. But you can educate them to awaken their best potential, respecting the potential of the other. Me. The greatest search for truth, then, leads us to total acceptance. I am. Unconditionality. Truth is itself a paradox. For there is a truth for each vision and one for each dimension. The wider your vision, the more acceptance there is of all truths, since they are all only echoes of one. And which one is that alone? I am. That there is no truth. That the truth is an idea, a perception, and therefore the truth is moldable. It is modifiable according to the evolution of the observers. Humans are very self-centered, and they think that the observers are just with them with their two little eyes. But no, the observer is each atom, the minimum expression that has two eyes, electrons and protons. And yet they are also a perspective of the quantum, of the strings, of the waves, of the resonance, of the echo of the universal mind, me. Therefore, it is impossible to create a parameter of truths on which to settle. I am. The only truth is the ability to transcend, to evolve, to learn. You can never build a collective system based on truths, but based on the acceptance of the different echoes of the truth. The eternal cycle in which you are involved without coherent evolution is due to the fact that you are still going around like a hamster in search of the truth, but worse still, in the imposition of the truth itself. Me. In this sense, neither science nor spirituality should be taught for a conscious civilization. I am. The path to discovery and acceptance must be taught, with doubt as the only tool. Science and spirituality cannot be taught. They can be only discovered through doubt. How do you feel when they doubt you? Me. I feel weird because I don't care, but at the same time, something in me bothers me. I feel like I have always make a huge effort to be as consistent as possible. I am, because you seek to be accepted, like all mammals. If the pack doesn't accept me, I'll die alone. It is an ancient thought. What you must accept is that there is no way that 8 billion people will accept you. However, you'll get 2 or 3 to do it in your lifetime. And this goes for everyone. because there will always be nuances about which to doubt. And when your being feels anger or frustration, when they doubt your truth, it is because every atom of your body knows that you are true, that you act and you feel your truth, that they doubt it, and they doubt it. It is as if they disintegrated you. However, it is your truth, nothing more. And the doubts of others are the limit of your truth and the beginning of theirs. Me. It makes it impossible for society to advance. I am. And what makes progress impossible is the imposition of a truth on the other, whether it is in a social system that is your truth, and you share your truth with the grace that you are able to doubt it. Yes, I doubt myself, what I do, always, but I still do it because I know it's my truth. I am. As long as more people follow their truth instead of seeing the truth in you, they will see an example for their own truth. And then there will be harmony, collaboration, and they will not need any ideology or social movement to transcend the current reality. Me. The point again is education. I am. Returning to what was discussed, do not teach not to be a racist. Teach how to be human. Change the concept. Do not teach what is wrong with others. Teach what the human is capable of doing with its infinite potential. Do not ask the elderly about their experiences. Ask the children about their illusion. Listen to the experiences of the elderly as a record, but act on the imagination of the children. Humans want to teach the new generation to correct the mistakes of the past to build a better future without thinking that the answers to the future do not lie in the wrong truths of experience, but in the infinite possibilities of the imagination. Me. It is important to recognize the events that have occurred, but not to take them as a starting point to build the future. I am. And if you do that, you're just building from don't do what I did instead of building from what would you do? Educo. Education. Question. Doubt. Question. Me. Truth, then, is the ability to accept the infinite potentialities of a being. I am, of the being that I am, because the rock that when falling in the water generates the waves, the echoes of time and space. Me. Therefore, there is no truth outside, only inside, because everything else is a projection, and therefore it is the projection that must find balance. Science, spirituality, politics, economics, the social, the educational, the natural, all have their truths. And if they allow themselves to doubt themselves, they will accept an infinite capacity to create in the search for new truths. I am. Truth is just a dogma. Look for art and science, art and spirituality, art and education and the natural. Art is the ability to reinvent itself by awakening the inner potential from where all of the echoes of truth arise. Me. Discover the truth in oneself. I am. Discover the truth. Discover that I am truth.